Oh, it's the Hobbiton song. It's the Frodo verse.
Why can't we just live there, Brandon? Why? Why can't you and I move to Hobbiton? All right, we would fit in. I think
I would.
Yeah, you would. I have hairy feet.
Yeah, you'd be too tall. You'd be like Gandalf.
Yeah, that's fine. I could be a wizard.
Yeah,
that works. I carry around a stick and
I'll
fireworks.
I'll be Dildo Baggins.
We here.
We steer
you in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Football is so back. It's so. Yesterday felt like the most back that we have been back in quite some time. We have injury scares in which Justin Fields are like, they're going to have to cut off his leg. Yeah. He's been carted off the field. He's never going to play football again. He's back at practice now because someone stepped on his toe and he dislocated it. But he's back at practice now. You have that. You have late night shockers in Christian Wilkins getting released by the Las Vegas Raiders. You got the new unis for the Green Bay mother-loving Packers dropping. I'm very curious on your take with that. I'm very curious. We got a few things to get through as training camp continues. We'll see how crazy this thing's about to get. Brandon, how you doing?
Great. Absolutely
fantastic. Dude, holy crap. Like,
everybody's dying.
Everybody's dying.
Chuck Mangione, Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, still not over Ozzy.
Who else is going down this week? The Hulkster in Heaven.
I don't know.
What a great song.
I don't know if he's
The Hulkster in Heaven. It was on his album. He might have to go to purgatory for a little bit.
I don't know if it's purgatory.
A little bit.
It's so because obviously I am very much in the wrestling sphere to see the reactions. Which, if you saw Hulk Hogan's last live appearance in WWE when he was booed out of the building, you could have seen this reaction coming. And you had wrestlers that were coming out and saying, like, obviously, if you're a wrestling fan, everybody knew who Hulk Hogan was. Like, he was a person that way surpassed the wrestling sphere, and honestly is probably one of, if not the most famous wrestler to ever live. Right.
Sure.
While there is a ton of controversy about the person he was and all the not so great things that he did. Yeah, it's like this weird, you had wrestlers that were paying tribute because, they lost either a coworker or a friend while also trying to grapple with legacy. And it's been a weird week. But yeah, dude, Ozzy going, like, it's just, it's been,
yeah.
Been a weird
Ozzy, did he have a song about his own death? Like Hulk Hogan?
Theo from the Cosby Show. That was it too. I'm sorry.
Theo,
continue.
Yeah, he drowned. Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it's horrific. His kid was thankfully saved, but holy crap, man.
Everybody's like, why couldn't have that happened to Cosby? That's what everybody was saying, Tom. Remember this song, Hulkster in Heaven? I read it in the papers. I saw it on TV. I guess there'll be one empty seat when I wrestle at Wembley. I used to tear my shirt, but now you've torn my heart. I knew you were a Hulkamaniac right from the very start. And then it goes into it. So,
are you going to continue to sing or
no?
No. Okay, you're done.
My buddy won that CD at the Colorado State Fair, so we used to listen to that.
There you go.
We used to listen to how bad it was. But anyway, we do it. The NFL, yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff.
Hi,
that happened
NFL.
yesterday.
Welcome
Hi,
back.
NFL.
Yeah,
We'll
let's start off with this.
Fields? With Justin Fields real quick?
Let's start off with Justin Fields.
Because
sure, Scott, that's very true.
When I woke up yesterday, speaking of death, I thought Justin Fields also dead. Thought he was also pronounced legally dead by NFL media. Maybe some of the worst reporting I've ever seen around a player injury. Maybe some of the worst reactions to some of the biggest NFL media members out there. I get it. It's training camp. So when an injury does happen, everybody wants to be on top of it, right? Like they got to report. And if you're a reporter at Jets training camp, I understand tweeting about Justin Field leaving the field. But Jesus Christ, I listened to ESPN, like I saw it and I was like, oh, let me watch these clips. And like Mike Greenberg's like having a meltdown, like, oh God, oh, why can't we have nice things as the Jets? You don't even know the severity of the injury yet. And you can do those performative reactions once you know he's actually hurt. Once you actually have the facts, then yeah, do your whole fucking shtick, okay? Do it then. But like that 1.5 hour window yesterday was magical in terms of just where we're at in terms of reporting from the biggest names, and everybody's competing. They're all competing to have your attention, and and you don't even think about the fact that they're using a guy's injury to get the attention, which is fair. It's part of the game. I understand that, but I was just like, oh God, this. If they're talking like this, then somebody knows that this injury is really bad. Why would I assume that somebody actually knew something in that entire process, Tom? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Well, it's also
like, dear God,
there's so many things that are going on because you touched on it as well, right? Just like the state of sports media is already a hellscape, right?
Sure.
And it's just amplified with things like yesterday. And also like it's been quiet, too quiet. It's been a relatively quiet off season. And so when you have like actual new news, right? And I'm using the biggest quotation marks here, that's going to be amplified a ton because people are so desperate for football content right now because like we have gone through a long summer, right? We're starting to get back into the swing of things. We're getting into August. And so now football is almost back. And so there's that mix of people just craving as much information as possible about their favorite teams. I mean, you look at the Chicago Bears right now, right? There's like the offense there. Like there's some drills that are being shown like, oh, maybe the first offense is not gelling very well. It's day 3, right? Or day 4, excuse me. And this is where like training camp stats are a thing. And that is one of the stupidest things that you could possibly have, right? Like they're doing run-throughs. They're doing drills. Anytime that they do 7-on-7, like this is why it's practice. You're supposed to be bad. And then you hopefully get it a little bit better. And then eventually, you play some preseason games. But we are at a point where we are so desperate. And now Justin Fields getting hurt. It was, oh God, this is the end of the world, exactly like you said. And it was not coming from like small-time media folks. Like this was coming from national football media and expressing like, oh, this is really, really bad when we had no information, just that he was carted off the field. Exactly, right? And I think that's the purpose. The problem is that when you get carted off the field, especially in practice, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a catastrophic injury, but they're just going to make sure that you're okay because they're in practice, right? So it's like, they got the cart. What else the hell are they doing? So Justin Fields, when he's on the cart and everybody's saying he's on the cart, it's like, oh man, the absolute worst case scenario has happened.
Yeah. And what my expectations are for, ESPN or whatever, all these places that have resources, that have people connected, is to find out what actually is meant by that. Like, instead of, it feels like ESPN just reads the tweet and then just runs with it versus actually getting more information for us, which doesn't happen until later. Like they have their guys, probably Adam Schefter or whoever, making their calls, getting around. But those guys are also in the process of just like tweeting and playing it up as well. We all read that. Carted off the field, non-contact injury, lower leg. We're like, fuck, probably an ACL, maybe an Achilles.
It's his toe.
Yeah. Instead of like ESPN using their thousands of resources to be like, let's get in contact with that beat writer who tweeted that immediately. What went down? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know, maybe somebody stepped on his toe, and then just get us the real story, or just say, hey, yeah, there's an injury. We're waiting to get more information. We'll let you know when we have it. But that's not how we get information now.
And just
people got to be too quick. Got to be too quick. Got to get it out.
You got to beat it out first. Oh, I got to get my retweets. Woo! Yes, there will be a free pick'em league as well. It'll be set up at the end of August. There'll be plenty of announcements about that. Yeah, just as always, it'll always be free.
Also, I think this is part of it too. I think Jets fans, and Mike Greenberg is one of them. Rich Eisen's a Jets fan.
Yep.
I think Jets fans want an excuse to suck again. And they would have been happy to accept their destiny if Justin Fields was already hurt. Because now they've got a built-in excuse, and they can already adjust their expectations. The worst thing that can happen for Jets fans at this point is the team looks good early in the season and then breaks their heart again.
Yeah.
I know that because I've been down that road several times. I think Jets fans were ready to be like, Fields is hurt again. Look at us poor Jets fans. Nothing's ever going to go right for us.
Yep. Yeah, that's about it.
That. I think they wanted the pain.
I mean, it's not, I don't know if they want the pain.
They want it. They crave it. They just don't want to admit it.
Hold on. I think that it's just what's familiar to them, right? There's safety in the pain because they haven't, won Super Bowl, was it like 56 years, something around there? So when something goes wrong, and I feel like after Aaron Rodgers, suffered that injury on that first primetime game, I feel like there's only so much pain that is left for Jets fans, where now this is just, and it has been, all right, this is what's expected. Life is going to suck. It's probably never going to get better. But what if it does? Right. And so when Justin Fields, when it was reported that he was going to have to get his leg amputated by some national media, it was, well, at least we know early, right? We know in July that we're going to suck. And now I don't even have to have expectations, and maybe I can make some Sunday plans, or I could just be a little less angry and miserable when I'm watching the Jets this year. Yeah. But thankfully, hold on, Brandon, as we've waited for more information, it was difficult. We had to wait like 20 minutes and then like 2 hours, but it was revealed that someone just stepped on Justin Fields' toe. He dislocated his toe, and it went from, oh, maybe it's not that serious. It's about his toe. Now he's day-to-day, and now he's back at practice.
Yeah. Yes.
So we lost our collective minds for maybe 30 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And now he's back at practice.
Yeah. And even with a dislocation, that could be serious if it damages ligaments, right? Like we know that. Well, bone pops out, fucks up a ligament, a tendon. You don't know. Just wait. And I think what bothers me is like those places, they don't need to do that. Right? You don't need to do that. You're already on the fucking ESPN. Just be like, we'll see what happens.
They are beautiful.
See what happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm glad Justin Fields is okay because I want to see what he does this season. Yeah, I think there's low expectations, but
I'm rooting for Justin Fields. I want to be clear. I want him to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, go ball out.
But it's also hilarious that Jets fans have to rely on Justin Fields to keep their season alive.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's funny that everybody wanted to sign Jets extensions after Aaron Rodgers left. So we'll see how it goes in New York. We will see. You are lucky, Mr. Grossi. You, my friend, you hit the freaking jackpot, dude.
Oh, you like the unis?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mind the helmets. I actually think the helmets I like a unique helmet. I think they're cool.
What about
the unicorn? One of those helmets, but like you actually see like a skull and brain underneath it. It's like, oh, the helmet's been shattered and you see part of the brain in the skull and there's a little bit of like concussion on it. Like that's what I want to see. That's the design I want.
2 things. 1, how do you see the concussion? 2, You mean you just want it like painted, like the helmet's cracked and there's
like because yours has depth, right? There's depth, there's layers. Like I want the 3-dimensional depth.
Uh-huh.
Here's why you're lucky, my friend.
How do you? I still don't. How do you see the concussion? Are you doing like
you would know if you had a medical degree?
Reverberations.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, since you obviously do, if you're trying to depict that, is it like sound waves that are like coming off like ripples?
Dude, you can see a concussion, all right? You can see it.
I'm just saying, seeing it, with the naked eye, not medical equipment, it might be a little difficult. Like if you were having a scan, perhaps, and maybe that was on the other side of it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is why you are lucky. Justin Fields news, big story. Christian Wilkins news, huge story. All of that buried the lead.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, the Packers are screwed, Tom.
Hey, Brandon, do you remember he actually did well on our team before you gave him a whole bunch of money and he didn't even last very long?
Oh, God, what are you guys doing?
He was okay on our team.
He just ruined the Broncos. He ruined the Jets, and he's coming back for the Packers.
Thankfully, an analyst will hopefully not have as much leeway on the team. That's the hope there. Yeah, this was
like, you know what, Hackett? Why don't you try defense? I know you've been doing offensive coordinating, but how about defense? How about defense?
Hey, I mean, listen, defense is usually doing well when he's leading the offense. So,
South Park, goated,
dude,
absolutely goated.
It's goated, and it has like there's so many layers to it. But real quick, and I know you're in Colorado too, and I will be very like I haven't watched South Park in a while. It's been a while just because I don't know what their schedule releases are, and then it was like on streaming. I don't have the Paramount, whatever. But for them to publicly call out Paramount, like was that last week, and being like, you are like screwing up South Park because we want to premiere this thing, like actively just being like, nope, like the company sucks right now. And then to make a deal for $1.5 billion. And then there's all this like, oh, Colbert is getting canceled, right? Like CBS, Paramount, you got to worry about this. We're kind of tiptoeing around. We're giving a whole bunch of airtime to the government, blah, blah. And then they come out with that episode just railing. I have nothing but respect as a comedian of being like, oh my God, you got to publicly call out your boss. You got paid $1.5 billion, and then you are 1,000,000% getting your boss in trouble. 10 out of 10, no notes.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Get your money and then talk all your shit. Say whatever you want.
It's great. Amazing. Exactly. You just got to get $1.5 billion first.
Got to get 1.5 Bs.
Do you think that we're going to get that for GPS?
Yeah.
Pretty much
100%.
Scary. Yeah, 1.5 bill?
Yeah, easy.
Nice.
Easy.
Oh, real quick, before we jump into unis, because we didn't get a chance to talk about this. So you saw the story, speaking of hellscapes, about ESPN looking to purchase NFL Network and NFL Red Zone?
Yeah.
I, for one, I think ESPN's going to do such a great job. I mean, they probably won't put any ads on Red Zone. They probably will not make the product significantly worse. I think that they're probably going to do the darnest, tootest, bestest job that they possibly could do. We're in hell.
Yeah.
We're in hell.
I actually think ESPN has a chance to make NFL Network better. But my concern is that now ESPN will basically have monopolized all NFL content.
Oh, is that bad, Brandon? Is that bad? That just one?
Yeah, if you ever played Monopoly, you know that game sucks. Oh, okay. So it is not a good thing. I don't think they'll ruin Red Zone. I don't think they'd be dumb enough to do that. I don't think they would be dumb enough to ruin Red Zone. Red Zone has they're going to put ads all over that, dude. Want is to just have the thing that's already working and let it go.
They're going to have ads. They're going to have ESPN bet ads all over because now they're going to have to recoup the amount of money that they're going to spend on this.
Yeah, I don't know. If they do, I'll say I'm wrong. I don't think they'll fuck with Red Zone.
Okay.
NFL Network has already decided to not invest in any of its programming. Like shows like Good Morning Football, they're already dying because they can't keep their top talent. But now you've got a weird thing where you got like Peter Schrager, who's already over at ESPN, left NFL Network to go to ESPN. If this happens, then he'll be back under NFL Network / ESPN again, right? Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter will both be working for the same media company. So you got the two biggest NFL news breakers, both under the same umbrella.
I'm waiting for the good news.
That's all the bad news.
Oh, okay.
That's all the bad news.
I didn't know how you were starting. Okay.
My point is, I think the NFL Network, they have chosen to not invest in their programming for the last year or so because I think they've seen this deal coming. Will ESPN do the right thing? 40-60 against, but I'm saying if you've been a fan of shows like Good Morning Football, that stuff can't get any less interesting right now. So it's at the bottom in terms of being interesting.
Well, that's
hopefully some sort of influx of like motivation, like we need to get this stuff going again. Like we just invested, make some of that programming better. And maybe somebody with some sort of creative mind there goes, we have all of this media to work with now. We can make some better programming and content.
Yeah, Rich Eisen too.
And Rich Eisen was already going to ESPN, right? We'll see. I mean, holy crap. Everybody's at ESPN.
It's just, I don't know.
Has no programs. They chopped them all, and now they're retooling.
So that's what I'm wondering. Like, if ESPN is looking at the moneymakers, right? So like Red Zone, a ton of people want Red Zone. They'll probably attach to like ESPN Plus, right? So that you have to go and buy that in order to, get access to it. Because you already had to pay extra for like NFL Red Zone if you're doing the cable package. So I feel like I understand what I just feel that when they were already using ads last year and it's no longer 7 hours of commercial-free football, right? And yes. I don't think that's going to particularly get better. And the larger problem that you are alluding to is when you have like the biggest national media like for NFL in one place. And again, this is what we were concerned about a few years ago. And ESPN bet is coming from the same exact place. Like the integration is going to be insane. And I don't know how much it's going to be, hey, let's retool this programming instead of let's bleed a whole bunch of money from the programming that we now have. But it's like you said, like the NFL Network stuff, it had already been gutted. Like it had already been kind of like it's bare bones. So I don't even know if their goal is going to be let's rebuild these programs or if it's going to be let's just stick with what is going to make us the most amount of money.
Yeah, there's an opportunity there for things to get better. Will they do it? Yeah. Probably not.
Well, it depends on the shareholders. Yeah. Coffee, what if it?
I really don't think they'll mess with Red Zone. Like it is, they know why that thing is successful and how it runs, but we'll see. Yeah. I mean, what I really, really, really want is just for them to bring Kay Adams, Nate Burleson, Kyle Brandt, and Peter Schrager back together again.
And Brandon Perna.
No, I don't want to ruin that show.
No, you go to a different show. You have your own show on ESPN.
I'll lead into that show.
Yes. What would your show be called? Balls Deep.
Balls Deeper.
It's Balls Deeper.
Balls Deepest with Tiny Dick Perna.
TDP. Coffee for two. What a fitting. Tom, I'm going off the rails on the crazy train. You and me both. The child is having a rough week. Ozzy hitting the hardest. My intro to Ozzy was very similar to Jack Black's. A friend gave me Blizzard of Oz tape. It just blew my mind. I wore that tape out. Dude, it's so funny, like how because Black Sabbath like got me into that. I will say, when I was growing up, GTA Vice City introduced me to so many, because I think it was V-Rock, introduced me to so many bands. Like they introduced me to Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Twisted Sister, Quiet Riot. Like Ozzy was obviously on there. I think San Andreas was Hellraiser, which is such a great Ozzy song. But yeah, dude, like when I used to work at the library, I used to just take all like the CDs and just bring them home to my computer and be like, all right, let me take all these songs. And that's how you did it back in the day. Oh God, we're old, Brandon. Damn, the Ozzy one is hit. The Ozzy one's been the hardest hitting in a bit. So
yeah, but at least he was old.
Dude, he lived a good life.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people.
People! Sorry, we had to
get your hands off him.
Yeah. R.I.P. the Ozzy. R.I.P. Dante's in front of the Iron Sheik moving heaven and hell to humble Hulk Hogan. Oh, Sheiky.
Sheiky.
Always.
Iron.
Yes, speaking of new unis, the Green Bay Packers have released their 1923 throwback unis. Their helmets are, first of all, their helmets, regardless of how you feel about them, are a cajillion times better than the last time that they tried brown helmets, and they looked like a literal poopsicle. Like those did not look good. These, I like them. I think they're pretty good. The helmets, I'm kind of like, all right, it's like you said, they're different, they're unique. Am I gonna go and like get a full size one? No, but I do like the jersey. I think it looks pretty cool. I dig it. And it's different. Like it looks like that they put a ton of effort into it too.
Yeah. I like the shading on the helmet.
It's true, no.
It looks like an old leather helmet.
Yeah.
Now, didn't a college team do that this last year?
Who cares? It's not the Packers.
Yeah, copying another college team for their logos.
I mean, they took it from us.
There's Hackett. Oh, yeah. Did you see that guy fall on his face?
Oh, the Savannah Banana guy? Yes, I did see him do a backflip and fall on his face. Yes.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I love it.
That's true, Tanker.
Oh, did you see this guy?
No.
Dante Jones picking his butt on a security camera and then wiping it on the wall.
What if you remember?
I got all the news for you here.
You remember the? I don't remember the player. Who was the player that like right before COVID, like they shut down everything? He touched all the microphones.
Oh, that was Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, it was Rudy Gobert, right? So, what if this starts another pandemic? It's just the poop smear, and that's what happens,
dude. He smells his finger. What the fuck, man? Who even goes into the pants? Who goes into the crack?
It like you only go in the crack with toilet paper.
Yeah,
you go in there like if you think you got a little something extra, you know, you go in there. You go into the bathroom, right, and you wipe, and you go, oh, do I need to wipe? And then you wipe and you wipe and you wipe, just like a marker, and that's it. But yes, I do like it. Yeah, Ben Johnson apparently. So that's the thing too with Bears fans right now. I think there's two camps. It's like one, it's nice to see actual coaching, but two, it's like, oh, okay, well, we want to make sure that this offense is up to par. I saw the wide receiver drills that they were running, and DJ Moore was like, I didn't know we were doing it this fast. I refuse to let camp narratives dictate how I'm going to feel about this team unless it's a serious injury. Right? Like that's really the only thing that is going to matter from what we are going to see from camp. If someone gets significantly injured and is going to impact the team, absolutely. But what they're doing in drills, man, like there is not always some great correlation to what's happening. Same exact thing with preseason. Didn't the Lions win all those preseason games before they didn't win a single regular season game? You know what I mean? We gotta take it with a grain of salt. Sure, Ronte. Sure. A little bit. Oh, also the Cleveland Browns trying to make a viral moment with the unveiling of their helmet, which I actually like their helmet, by the way.
Yeah, maybe that video we just saw is also an endorsement for Dude Wipes.
Ooh, there you go, guerrilla marketing.
Maybe the video we just saw is also not real.
Out in the wild. If you need to wipe your ass and not wipe it on a wall, use Dude Wipes instead.
Now, where's the Browns video?
I think if Dude Wipes was if we were doing guerrilla marketing and they ran up to somebody as they were like wiping their butt with their finger and just be like, Dude Wipes, and just throwing it at them, I think That's the kind of advertising I want to deal with.
Where's the...
Yeah, Jordan Hicks did retire. I see that.
Bo Nix ahead of Jordan Love.
Ashley went up there. For the kitty. Oh, no, I saw that. I know. The Saints throwback uni is pretty ugly. The jersey looks like they faded in the wash. It's why everyone's retiring. That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying.
What I was saying last night in our Patreon hangout is, why would the Browns allow a gimmick here? Why would an organization say, yeah, let's unveil our new dumb helmet and let's showcase how good we are at making another mistake happen?
Maybe it was
an organization known for just doing the wrong thing over and over again. How about we show people we can't even unveil a helmet correctly? How about that? How about that?
Maybe it was dude wipes, though. They were like, this is how we go viral.
It doesn't matter.
And now you're thinking...
It doesn't matter who's doing it. They're
and
doing
I
it
fall in the
Browns,
water. I'm thinking about dude wipes.
Doesn't matter who's doing it.
Wipe your butt. Wipe your butt. Yeah, actually, they're pretty bad. They are pretty bad. They're pretty terrible. I'm not gonna...
All we're known for is mistakes. Also, if I'm the Browns, I'm not partnering with dude wipes.
Yeah, I feel like...
I'll partner with a lot of places, but if I'm the Browns, I don't want people to think of shit even more when they're thinking about my football team. No, but it's to clean the shit.
There you go,
there's not a dude wipe big enough, Tom, that can clean
for the Cleveland Browns. No,
yes,
no, there's not.
God could descend from heaven with the world's largest dude wipe, and he would not be able to wash away the sins of the Cleveland Browns.
I concur.
And finally, Christian Wilkins. What?
Ashley is for you.
Poser.
USA.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
USA.
Here, please.
What we quoted, so I literally quoted this when I was hanging out with Perna this past week. What happened? Did you call someone a poser? Or something. I think it was like at Red Rocks.
I saw some kids skateboarding and they sucked, and I just started saying, poser! Poser! I didn't call anybody a poser.
Then why did I go off on this rant and do this whole thing? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe that's a question for me.
Yeah, maybe you got to reevaluate your life.
Brandon beat me in horse when we were together. It was the worst game we've ever played.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. It was
terrible.
Well, technically, it's not the very first Australia, because in the 90s they did some NFL stuff over in Australia. But I'm super excited for Australia. Like, that's a dope place to. I mean, obviously the logistics are not going to be fun to figure that out. But no, I'm super pumped. And it's just like it going to Madrid. Like, I think, especially being in that stadium, holy God. Yeah, I'm cool with it. You know, especially as going to like through the international stadium tour and seeing like NFL fans and how rabid they are for football. Yeah, if you get an opportunity to go see football being played, it's dope, man. It's going to be awesome. So, hell yeah. Those tickets, I can't imagine how difficult they are going to be to get. I mean, they were insanely difficult to get in Brazil. So, Godspeed with that. But
what city is it going to be played in?
Oh, is it?
Melbourne?
What?
Sydney?
Yeah, it is. Melbourne.
I hope somebody finds a huntsman spider in the locker room in the Australian game.
Don't kill them. They're good spiders. They're not going to hurt you.
They're big and terrifying.
Yeah, but they don't hurt you. They're good spiders.
They are
out of all the things in Australia
spiders
that actively want to hurt you. The huntsman spider's not it. That's not it. There's. I mean, you have to watch out for the drop bears. You know, that's obviously the most important thing. There's sharks. There's snakes. There's other spiders that are venomous and want to kill you.
There's a lot of snakes.
AJ. Snakes.
Snakes.
That's a big no for me. Scorpions.
Queensland, Australia.
I'm good. I'm good.
You know what won't kill you is Christian Wilkins.
GTA Vice City did have an amazing soundtrack. You are not wrong. Yeah, so this was a bit surprising. So last night we got word that the Raiders are not only releasing Christian Wilkins, they're looking to void the rest of his guarantees on his contract. They put out a pretty pointed statement.
Yeah.
And now this is going to have to get worked out because he filed a grievance because he's obviously going to try and get his guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And so the story is that the Raiders are not very happy. They wanted him to get surgery, right? Like on his foot. And he was like, I just want to do rehab. And there's like, oh, is he not taking rehab seriously? And do you want to pull up the statement real quick? Yeah. Well, the Raiders statement.
Oh, the Raiders statement?
Yeah. I feel like you showed it before. There it is. We have decided that it's in the best interest of the organization to move on from Christian Wilkins, and he has been informed of his release from the team. This franchise has a commitment of excellence on and off the field, which I said, debatable, with no clear path or plan for future return play from Christian. This transaction is necessary for the entire organization to move forward and prepare for the new season. Now, I have a few thoughts. The original thought was like, oh, Raiders and big free agents, it's a tale as old as time. At the same time, I don't know, the front office gives me a little bit of, hey, they see that this is going to be a problem. They're going to make some moves. They're not going to allow him to just chill on the team. What are your thoughts about this?
Yeah. No, I think we all went down the exact same thought process. At first, you're like, it's the Raiders. They messed up. They're so stupid. The dumb, stupid, fuck.
I didn't do this. You
shithead, dumb Raiders. Ha 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 ha. Oh, God, how silly these Raiders are. And then you're like, wait a second. Wait. Pete Carroll? Just cutting a player? Pete loves players. Pete Carroll, he loves the players. He wouldn't do this unless there was good reason for it. So I think what's perplexing is Christian Wilkins suffered a Jones fracture, right? That's what ended his season last year. He had surgery on it.
Yeah.
Rehab process starts, you're going through it. Not where he needs to be. A doctor tells you you need a second surgery. You say, fuck you, doctor. I don't need a second surgery. And that's, I think, where Christian Wilkins might have made a mistake, Tom. When he said, you know what? I'm actually smarter than the medical doctor looking at my foot. That might not be in my best interest because the Raiders say they believe he needed another surgery and he's not handled his rehab process correctly. And now he can't play, which gives them some wiggle room with guaranteed money. So my other thought is, oh, here's another example where guaranteed money is not actually guaranteed. And it's being taken away from a player because he's hurt, which is what you're trying to prevent when you're guaranteeing money. Now, how you handle your injury, that is a fair process for a team to not be happy with. And had this been the previous regime, I think we would be probably a little unfairly just crucifying the Raiders right now.
Absolutely. Because since
it's a new regime, since we have respect for everything they've been
benefit
doing,
of the doubt.
We're giving them the benefit of the doubt, which is crazy for the Raiders. So I think there's a rare case where you're like, I think Christian Wilkins is fumbling his bag. He is fumbling his bag. And it sucks because when he was on the field, he was crazy
so much fun, dude. And this is unfortunately like for the Raiders, they're trying to find someone to complement Max Crosby, right? Get someone else there on the line, and obviously their defensive tackle depth is not the best. Yeah, it's a little.
Well, that's what happened. They lost both Wilkins and Malcolm Kuntz got hurt last year too. So their line was supposed to be great. And then, and they drafted Tyree Wilson. He hasn't really panned out. So yeah, they have just as many, I think, question marks outside of Max Crosby up front. The other thing that's funny, well, it's not funny, but a thing I stumbled upon because I was writing about this morning. Because somebody posted Tom Telesco paid Christian Wilkins, and it was like the year or two before with the Chargers, he paid J.C. Jackson. 7 games from J.C. Jackson, 5 games from Wilkins, $195 million, I think, paid to both of those players. All right. So then I'm like, let me look into what Telesco did kind of as a GM. Guys, he's not in the, he's currently unemployed, Telesco, so players are safe. But if Tom Telesco identifies you as a top talent, run. Get the hell out of there. Because hold on, let me go through the list here.
Noah wants to know which cursed logo he should buy next from you. He's got Bears, Jaguars, just got Browns.
There's going to be some good ones, Noah. There's going to be some really good ones. We will be releasing those soon.
I tried, Noah.
Damn it, where is it? Where the hell? Let me go through my. Okay.
Strike fear into the hearts of their
Here we go. All right, JC. Guys, these are the players.
There you go, Neil.
The top tier draft picks. Telesco, Mike Williams, just retired, injuries. Asante Samuel, free agent, injuries. Joey Bosa, injury prone to all hell. Jason Verrett, one of the most talented corners who is always suffering horrific injuries. Tom Telesco is a curse. That's the real problem, Tom. He is a cursed GM.
Oh, I know. I know when he left the Chargers and there was like happy days, and then he went to the Raiders and the Chargers fans were like, haha.
Because all those players were good too. They were just hurt all the time.
Appreciate you, Daniel. Yeah, and well, so Wilkins also, that video came out, right, with he's like dancing like in the locker room too. Like that came out last night, and it's like, like combined with that news. Yeah, and again, we don't know any behind the scenes things of what's going on with Christian Wilkins, and it sucks just as a football fan because it's fun to watch him play football. But they're gonna have to go through this whole process as the Raiders are like, we're not going to give you any more guaranteed money, and we're voiding that out. And of course, Christian Wilkins is gonna be like, I want the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be free to sign places. But who knows if he's even like, you don't even know what his playing status is. Like if he's not going to be back, if the Raiders are saying that there's no clear timetable for his return, I don't know how many teams they're going to have to bring him in for like a medical eval and a physical. So,
and to get specific on the cursed logo question, my three favorites are the KC penalty flag, the Chicago Pope Bears.
He's got the bear,
and the Carolina Scaredy Cats. Those I think are the three top for this year. Anyway,
the lore is deep. JJ, thank you again for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Also, the Dolphins, it was confirmed, I saw yesterday, that their corner Artie Burns did tear his ACL, which there were already concerns about that secondary, and this is not good, especially
at least
the
they
corner
got Jalen
room.
Ramsey back there. At least they got Jalen Ramsey, right?
No.
The Dolphins are screwed, man. We're working on a Dolphins video for Monday, so
it's not great. James Cook is practicing, though. James Cook is there. He's like, I'm going to get a contract at some point. We're still waiting. Obviously, there's hold-ins, holdouts. Trey Hendrickson probably still in Florida.
Yeah, I think James Cook's doing the right thing. I think Buffalo likes to retain their guys, and I think if he plays well, he will get what he desires. But
yeah, it's just you never know.
That one's a tough one in terms of like he's earned it, but you kind of just need to see one more year from old James Cook.
Also, this has nothing to do with football, but you shout out to Ryan Trahan. He hit $10 million raised for St. Jude today.
Wow.
That's pretty damn awesome. So
wow, nice.
Let's go.
Makes what you did look stupid.
Absolutely. I pale in comparison. Terrible.
What have you ever done, Tom?
Dude, 10 mil is an insane amount.
That's crazy.
That's wild. So it's super cool, man. I mean, again, it's money going to a great cause. So I think he's got a few days left. I think today was like day 46 or 47. So going to those 50 states in 50 days. Man, it's going to like 30 and 30. I can't wait for 30 and 30 part 2 next year. Yeah. And it'd be like, wow, just ripping off Ryan Trahan. We're going to raise $8.
Yeah. Dude, there's so many loopholes in what he's doing. Go to the 4 corners. You get 4 states in one day. Boom, 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 boom. New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado.
If you are watching the series, you get to stay overnight in each of the states. So
I bet there's loopholes.
Maybe you should.
I bet he's cheating the system somehow.
Shame.
10 million? He should have raised 20 million.
Hey, listen, there's still time. There's
Just
still
finding
time.
ways to criticize somebody doing something awesome.
Yeah, it's like someone do it for charity. It's like, how could we really get underneath?
That's the saddest person there is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so
Look at that great thing he did. Well, let me find a way to say fuck that guy.
That's it. Well, Perna, what do you got? Oh, you're not here Wednesday and Friday next week, right?
Yeah, I'll be up in La Montaña.
Okay, so then Monday is going to be the last episode of GPS from this house.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you got coming out, buddy?
Wow. We'll see if I got a video today. I got a lot of it written. I just don't know if I'm going to shoot it and edit it and upload it.
That's fair. I just not sure if I'm going to do anything with it.
Yeah,
but,
I've got some other stuff, and then I got to get it. I've got to try and get ahead for next week too, but whatever.
I feel that. There is no Q&A. As soon as this is over, I have to get into a car and drive 3.5 hours to a wedding in Boston, and then I'm driving back tomorrow so I can continue working on Coach.
Hey.
My move date got moved up. It was supposed to be Monday, August 4th, and now it's Saturday, August 2nd. So yeah, no Q&A tonight. The last Q&A will be next Friday from this house, and yeah, it's all coming to an end. So I am scrambling. I am stressed. So bear with me. I know that there hasn't been a ton of new content. I know I put out 2 videos yesterday, but just give me some time.
You'll get there. They'll give you your time.
But folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Monday. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated. I almost said you've been delivered.
Whoa.
And I don't know why. Because then I was thinking about the move.
What can Brown do for you, huh?
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes.